Hi everyone, my name is Nick Berpoli. I'm currently coursing the 6th semester of the Modern Languages degree in the teaching area at WEBS. And this is a logbook and based on my article, Has Educational Software Evolved Properly? Now, the aim of this video is to present some additional aspects I didn't have the chance to mention during my 3 main sections and to ponder about my talks during the article elaboration. An additional aspect I didn't have the chance to mention during my first section is the fact that IBM, International Business Machines, started a series of automated courses in 1959 in which they took advantage of their outstanding computational resources so as to implement study programs for statistics analysis and German, representing the beginning of a revolution in educational matters. Then, concerning my reflection, I honestly found myself prepared to do it for as much this first section turned out to be considerably straightforward to me, since it's a topic of which I had several foreknowledge and that I understood properly. Nonetheless, the planning was rather tedious, bearing in mind that developing this subtopic without involving the next one too much resulted extremely challenging, because at the end they go hand in hand, and selecting the information neatly took me several hours, so I ended up genuinely stressed. Now, with regard to my second section, an aspect I miss mentioning is that in the early 20th century, educators expanded the use of multimedia incredibly fast by the support of artificial intelligence that allowed the students to develop several papers and projects, also projecting the usage of massive telecommunications and improving considerably the efficiency of the learning process. As for my reflection, this section resulted in definitely exciting for me to learn about, since it is the clarification of how the technology evolution was marking a complete trend in educational concerns by enhancing the capabilities of computational systems. Subsequently, I started feeling even more comfortable working with this topic, bearing in mind that I managed to involve one of my biggest passions, such as computers, with the education field properly. Also considering that I really enjoy organizing my ideas in written papers. Finally, regarding my third section, an aspect I really wanted to implement was the introduction of educational video games in recent years. There are several excellent representatives in this section, such as the world-known Minecraft Education Edition, or some more underground like the Professor Layton and Brain Training Saga developed by Nintendo. Thereafter, concerning my reflection, I honestly felt really proud of myself after concluding this third section, because understanding the major characteristics of an article turned out to be incredibly rewarding for my writing skills. And I know for sure that it will enhance my performance for future written papers. Additionally, I would like to work again with this type of paper, because I consider it's an excellent alternative to develop a complex topic in a formal style. For my conclusion, both projects resulted incredibly useful so as to enhance my skills for comprehending, researching, and selecting proper information in order to develop a topic of interest in a formal style. Now, focusing especially on the article, I consider essential to point out the fact that this schematic of paper seems remarkably designed as an introduction to long-developed works, which make believe that it would be a real supporting alternative for a thesis, bearing in mind that the topic also fits perfectly for such project. For as much as we live in a technological generation,